Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. You see this makeup look today? I'm so into it. Oh my gosh. It's Aquarius season. That's why we're looking like this. Looking like a little alien. I showed my husband and he said, "You look like a starseed." And I was like, that's the fucking goal. Welcome guys, it is Aquarius season. I'm so excited. This video is extra special because this is the last video in my zodiac sign series. I started the series in Pisces and we went from there. So I obviously don't need to keep making these because we already have a Pisces one up. So let me know what you want my next zodiac series to be. It can be like a makeup look like this, or it can be rituals. It can be anything. Give me some ideas. I'm still thinking on what I might do. One exciting thing to mention is that I am having a big ol' exciting launch on my Instagram. I'm so excited for it. It's my new line of merch, which I worked really hard on, and I'm so pumped because I feel like this batch of different outfits, different pieces, like really encapsulates the vibe I was trying to go for. So I was really proud about that. If you're into the bad bitch, you know, unapologetic, divine feminine, wild woman archetype, which is perfect for Aquarius season, then you're gonna love this next merch drop. I will put the information down below. It will be launching Friday the 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll put it in the comments in the description just in case I'm wrong. So let's just go ahead and get started into the Aquarius video. So welcome if you're new here. My name is Luna, and like I said, I've been doing these videos every single month as we enter each different zodiac season. I think it's really important to do these and to educate ourselves about the different signs and where they are in our charts, because it can give us a little bit of insight, a little bit of predictive insight into what that month might look like, what things might come up, what's gonna be going on for us. So it's really a great tool to have. So my first step for you guys, as you know if you've been watching, but if you don't know, if you're new here, I'm gonna have you go find your chart. If you have it on hand, I'm gonna want you to get that wheel. If you don't have one, go to astro.com. You will then find yourself at the chart drawing / ascendant, I think is what it's called. And then you will type in your name, birth date, birth time, location, and it will draw you up your natal birth chart. And then when we have this wheel, we can see where Aquarius is in your chart. The main things that we're going to look at, first of all, are there any planets in Aquarius? A lot of the Gen Z generation will find that their Uranus and Neptune are both in Aquarius, so that's pretty common. But check out your chart, see if you've got any planets in Aquarius, look at your ascendant, descendant, midheaven, and IC. If this is super confusing and you are wanting to learn more, I do offer natal chart readings. So if you are interested in reading your own chart and being able to look at this crazy piece and totally understand everything that's happening, I'll leave the link in the description to my natal chart readings. But the main things we're going to look at today, as I said, what's happening? Are there planets? Secondly, which house is it in? This is something that's very important. So my Aquarius is in my 11th house. So the 11th house correlates to community, friendship, social outreach. So those themes are going to be really, really big for me this season. And it's fun because that's the natal Aquarius house. So having Aquarius in the 11th house for me is kind of doubling the Aquarius energy. But I also have Aquarius in my 10th house, so career, public image, all that good stuff. And then you can take those two, sorry, I'm rambling a bit, but if you do have Aquarius in two different houses, you can merge those energies. So this season might be a really good time for me to be networking, because we've got social, community, friendship, outreach with career, public image, merging those together. So we will see. But yes, check out which house it is. I'll put my handy dandy little chart wheel here. So if you don't know which each house means, you will see right here that they have different meanings and you can figure out what to expect. So as I said, Aquarius rules the 11th house. So if you want to take it a step further, check out what's happening in your 11th house. If you've got your sun in your 11th house, then this is going to be a really fun time for you, for yourself, being a little selfish, getting into those things, because that Aquarius energy is also going to come through in that. Alrighty, let's jump into the basic information of Aquarius. So I always like to give you guys info depending on what, level of astrology you're at. I'm just going to give you all the good necessary stuff. So the dates are January 20th to February 18th. These change every year, so just keep that in mind. Symbolism. Aquarius is one of the tricky ones. Lots of people think it's a water sign because he is the water bearer. The symbol's literally the squiggly lines. He's actually an air sign. So that's something lots of people get tripped up on when they first start learning astrology. We really see this interesting mix of water and air because he is not water, but he is bearing. He is the bringing of the water. So this kind of symbolizes the Aquarius energy is very much for the people. They are community-based, friendship-based. They bring the water, the creativity, the love, all that good stuff, the nurturing to the people. They are sometimes a little bit detached from the water. This is why Aquarius gets a little bit of a bad rep for being a little bit emotionally detached. Just something to know. So being an air sign, they're very intellectual, very good with communication. They are free thinkers. They are in their head space, in their mind space. They are also a fixed modality. Fixed meaning they are stable. They are here. They are, comfortable where they're at. They might be a little bit stubborn, but they're very, very grounded, which is good. But that kind of gets interesting here, though, because we're getting a fixed air sign, and air signs can be a bit flighty. They can be a little bit ungrounded. So I kind of view this as there is the ability to be very rooted, or there's the ability to, be very loose and flighty. But Aquarians have that ability to choose between the two. As I said before, Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is the house of friendships, communication, social issues, and all that stuff. They are also ruled by the planet Uranus. So if you would like to as well look at where that is in your chart, that can give you some insight as well. This is the planet, again, of, the spiritualist, the free thinker, the innovator, all the same Aquarius energy. We will see that through the sign of Aquarius, the 11th house, and the planet Uranus. So what are Aquarians known for? What's their deal? What's going on with them? My opinion, my astrologer's opinion, I think that Aquarians are mostly known for their free spirit. They're very unique. They are innovative. They are they're weird, like in a great way. I love Aquarians. They are your conspiracy theory friend. Like, they are in the star seeds. That's why we went with this. They are all about aliens. They're very well versed in the esoteric, but they are in a way that is intellectual. Like, they can tell you the history of alien sightings, okay? Whereas, like, maybe Pisces would be like, I just feel it. I just feel that the aliens are with us, and I'm the starseed. You know what I mean? Like, Pisces, they are feeling it. They just know. But Aquarians are like, this date was the first day that we ever saw aliens, and this. Here's the evidence. I have it in file cabinets. Like, they are meticulous. They are also really into philosophy, so they are oftentimes really well versed in different philosophical ideas, different religions. They're often not like tied down to a specific religion, being more so spiritual or taking a bunch of different beliefs and merging it into one. And like I said, with ruling the 11th house, they are here for the people. They are social justice warriors. Like, they are fighting against, what they see is wrong in the world. They are really here to raise the vibration of the earth and to help as many people as possible. And like I said, when they're in a bit more of a unhealthy or a low vibrational state, they get known as being kind of detached from their emotions. They might neglect their own needs, their own, emotions. So that's something just to know. I always like to include colors, and my little disclaimer is that these are just the colors that I see when I think of Aquarius. But, the big thing with color magic is that your attachment to the energy and the color is going to be the most important. So if you feel that Aquarius is yellow or pink or whatever, if you feel that, then that's going to work well for you. These are just things that I think when I think of Aquarius, and some things that some other astrologers have seen. Very common is blue, as we can see. Blue is a very common one because it's, I don't know, I think it's connected to the planet Uranus, but I don't actually know. It's definitely a big color. Silver is one that I especially see, and I'm going to add on metallic to that. For some reason, I think it's the alien imagery. For me, I see metallic colors. I also can get kind of a green vibe when they're a little bit more into their hippiness, and black as well. This shirt, let me just show you it. Little robot, little black and blue tie-dye. I was like, I feel this. This is Aquarius as heck. So yeah, that's the colors that I see. Feel free to take that and run with it as you see fit. So to finish up our intro into Aquarius energy, I always like to connect the past sign with the sign that we're in. So past sign was Capricorn. What happened? You know what I mean? What happened then, and where are we heading to now? So Capricorn season, we were all about the grind. We were all about looking inside of ourselves and doing the work and really just bumping into it. Like getting in charge of our finances, getting the things that need to be done, which was great. But now we might start to feel a bit of a pull into just being flowy. We're gonna we did our budget. We did this. We got our shit together. So now we might feel like we wanna just vibe. We might wanna research new ideas, take an innovative approach, check out the things that aren't working, and try a crazy new way to fix it. Do you know what I mean? It's very much shaking things up and jumping into a new age version, if that makes sense. We might feel a bit of a pull towards the esoteric, the occult world, researching things that are interesting to us, and kind of jumping outside of our comfort zone. I always like to share with you guys some icons of Aquarius, of the sign that we're looking at. So Aquarius icons, some ones that I found that I thought really embodied the energy. First, we've got Bob Marley, okay? We know Bob Marley as the king of reggae, right? Like, he is this free spirit, all for the collective, one love type of energy. I think that's super Aquarius. We've got Oprah Winfrey, which I think I don't know a ton about Oprah Winfrey, but what I do know is that she is curious about people's stories, which is super Aquarius. She's interviewing people from all walks of life and asking them the real questions, and looking at things that she might not agree with or believe in, but learning about them. So that's a good trait, I think, for all of us. And lastly, a favorite is Harry Styles. And when I first read that, I was like, okay, I got some fire energy from him. But when I think about his fashion sense and how he just does whatever, I really see the Aquarius energy. And, he really goes into this androgynous vibe that I think is so cool and so seamless for him, just because I think he has that Aquarius energy. Alrighty, let's talk about some ways to bring in Aquarius energy into your day-to-day life this season. So my first tip, this is fun. I'm gonna do this ASAP. This is a 3-parter. Watch some alien documentaries, right? Explore new ideas and research starseeds. Basically, all that to say, look into, discover, dive into topics that you're like, what? Do you know what I mean? Aliens, starseeds, things that you're just like, what? You don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining this at all in a good way, but things that are it's just so Aquarius. It's so new age. Researching those things, just allowing yourself to have fun and to just read about it. Just learn about what people are saying. Regardless if you believe in it or not, just having fun with it, I think, is really important. Next, you can take this as a journal prompt or an overall vibe affirmation, however you want. But this season, I really want you guys to think about what is unique to you, and how you can embrace that part of yourself, even if society is anti that. I want you guys to work on your confidence within your uniqueness and your ability to express your authenticity in the parts of yourself. Like, it's easy to express authenticity with the parts of us that society loves. You know what I mean? But it's harder to express that uniqueness when it's something that is, people are like, "Ooh, that's weird. You believe in aliens?" That's not a good example. Everyone believes in aliens now, but something like that. Do you know what I mean? Another thing that is really good Aquarius energy is to read up on social issues that interest you, social movements that you're passionate about, and work for them and, figure out how you can make a difference, whether that's in your community or with a certain marginalized group, just finding ways to help the social collective. Another great little idea for you is to spend time with your friends. Do some group meditations, group healing. It's a really great time for being social and friendships and really helping others. So yeah, I always recommend carrying crystals or meditating with crystals that amplify or complement the energy of the season. So for Aquarius, on the list, we've got amethyst. This is the Aquarius stone. This is intuition and opening up your third eye. This is all good Aquarius energy. So if you're looking for a really good, just general Aquarius stone that's very readily available, this is a great one. Next, we have Larimar. I'm not sure if it's Larimar or Larimar, but this is another really good Aquarius crystal. Again, this is going to radiate that energy of Aquarians, but it's going to bring in some water to it. So it's going to bring in some flowing creativity, a little bit of love into the mixture. Next, we've got Labradorite. This is similar in the sense that it has some aspects of Aquarius energy, but a bit more grounding. So it's going to ground you. It's going to open your psychic abilities. It's going to open that communication and your mind space, but it's also going to be, it's kind of just like a healing groundedness. And lastly, good old-fashioned obsidian. Having some protection when you're up in the psychic realms is really important. And just having a really good crystal to ground you back into reality and, connect you is always good to have. Now, every season, I make a Spotify playlist of music that encapsulates the energy of the season. So I will have my Aquarius season podcast playlist, Aquarius season playlist right here. I'll have it linked below if you would like to listen. I always just think music is such a nice way to embody a certain energy. So that is available for your listening. And I also will note that I do a book club every month on my Patreon where we choose a book for each zodiac season. So for this month, we chose The Complete Guide to Reiki Healing. So if you want to learn Reiki healing with us in a super casual way, we're not getting certified or anything, we're just reading about it. Feel free to join us. That's going to be the Empress and the Star tier. So I'm so excited for that. And lastly, glamour magic. How can you bring in Aquarius energy through the use of glamour magic? So this is just an example. You don't have to do this. But this would fall under the idea of trying out a fun new aesthetic. Go a little crazy. Like, I've always wanted to put jewels on my eyes, but I've never done it. Now is a great time to, because the energy in the sky is already going to be encouraging us to be a little weird. It's totally fine to be weird. You can also wear the Aquarius colors, wear metallic colors. This will bring in that energy. And lastly, I will just say another good thing for glamour magic, for Aquarius season is to really embrace your natural uniqueness. So if you always contour your nose because you think it looks weird, or you cover up your freckles, or I don't know, whatever you do, if it's in a sense of repression or hiding, just maybe one time even, just try to not do that. Just try to enhance it. Do you know what I mean? Embrace it. Because your natural uniqueness is really going to be feeling good this season. And so now is a great time for healing any insecurities we have about those things. So that is all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having an amazing, I guess it hasn't started yet. I hope you guys have an amazing Aquarius season. I'm looking forward to it. I love Aquarius season. And I also have a podcast that I did last year about how to get into Aquarius season. So if you want some even more Aqua content, I will link that down below. But other than that, I will see you all next time. Let me know what next zodiac series you want me to do. Okay, that's all. Love you guys. Bye.